Can everybody hear me okay? Just let me know. I'll just answer this text, guys. Hi, guys. Can you hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay? Just let me know. I'll just answer this text, guys. Okay, right. All right. Some of you, again, have missed these moves. Some of you have struggled, right? So first things first, right? If you're recording this, it might be worthwhile if you all just record this next 20 minutes, right? Because I'm going to say quite a bit, but again, it's really simple what I'm going to ask some of you to do. Okay, first of all, I'm going to put in the chat exactly what JS is doing, okay, and what he has, what he wrote to Sergeant Pippa, the first thing he wrote to Sergeant Pippa earlier. Okay, guys. So I'll put this in the chat, and I want you all to copy it. All right, you can look at this at your own leisure. Right, so let's go through it. Let's have a look through it, right? So basically, what he's saying, it's dead simple. You know the first video, just let me have a look. First video I made on the long-term labels, right? That is the video. It's called LT Labels and the 3 Setups. All right, now that is the video that he has based his setups from. Okay, that's the one you want to watch. All right. Yeah, so let's just go through what he said there, right? Okay, he's not getting bogged down in labels and bias. All right, he's simply waiting for price to be on the 1 hour orange line or 1 hour BB band. Once it's there, he ensures he has 5 or 15-minute arrow or both, or 5 or 15-minute flipped BB band. Okay, you can see them on the charts. He had those here. I'll just highlight them for you. Here, there, that one, that one, that one, and that one. There. Look at the 1 hours, and all he's doing is, right, again, just let me finish it off. Right. Lastly, check the 1 hour label to see if I have direction or a thinking box. Okay, so again, look there, right? Look there, look there. In fact, the GJ today was perfect to go both ways. Now, guys, I do say this in the video. Look, you've got thinking and up on 4 hour. You've got up and down on 1 hour. Right, now look at the 1 hour time frame, right, from the start of session. You have this major one here up. Okay, that there. All right, did it come back? Yes, it come back, broke the 1 hour orange line again, went up from there, which was flipped up 5-minute BB band. All right, so again, you could have gone both ways with that. All right, MT was on about the thinking label here, right? But I'm just talking, running you through what JS does. Okay, EU, 1 hour up, flipped up 5-minute BB band. UCAD, 1 hour down, flipped down 5-minute BB band. GU, 1 hour up, flipped up 5-minute BB band. Okay, and what he's doing is taking this to the opposite 5-minute BB band, and whatever he gets to there. So it might be he gets 20 pips. You've seen him put 20 pippers up. You've seen him put 30 pippers up. Okay. And when he gets there, that's it. Trade's done. And that's all he's looking for, guys. Right? 1 hour orange line, 1 hour BB band, and then 1 hour labels. He's not even looking at the 4 hour labels or the LTs or his entry. He is just looking for that particular setup or a 5-minute yellow, 15-minute like this one here. See here on the GJ? There. That one. Well, that, I'll just clear the charts, right? That 5-minute yellow there on the GJ there, I think 9:30 yet was the 1 hour break here, there, 1 hour BB band. You see it? You see it? So we had an up on the 1 hour. He broke the 1 hour BB band and he got a 5-minute yellow, right? And he'd have taken it to there. Okay, now doing that, he's told you there. Right, now doing that, he's averaging 250 pips a week. Okay, with, I think he said a 9 pip stop loss. You could actually say do a 10 and look for 20 pips. This is what, I've been saying for a while now. Excuse me. If you go for 20 pips, it's 2 to 1 and with a 10 pip stop loss. Okay, now, as I say, guys, he's doing this based on that first video that I made on the LT labels. Excuse me. Okay, so Hans, Roxy, Hans, for starters, Hans, Sarge, the thing is, Sarge, I'll just get to Sarge first, right? The thing is, Sarge, right, you could look for these setups, mate, and then start your compounding if you must compound. But you think of what JS has done in 4 weeks. He has gone from £1 a pip. On Monday, he's going to £10 a pip. That means the chances are next week he will have earned 2,500. Okay, then he will probably up his lot size again. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, Sarge. This is what I'm saying, mate. Look for these setups, right? And I wouldn't compound. I keep saying this. It's entirely up to you guys, but the compounding is what's killing you in trade. Compounding, because if they lose, they're gonna knock your confidence. But if you just take one trade, like let's give you an example again. That one there. See how it went to there, Sarge? From the 5-minute yellow, that was well over 20 pips, right? But look at the wick on the next candle, how it come down. That would have knocked at least one of your entries out, and that would have knocked your confidence. I'm telling you, guys. I know that it looks good, massive amount of pips, right? But I also know that it's not the way I made money, and I know that JS is not doing that. Okay, Lambo isn't compounding, even though, maybe because of the way Lambo trades, he perhaps should be. But in a different way, he could use a bigger time frame for his extra entries. Okay, so if I were you, Sarge, I would look for this. Look for the setups, and then do your trading, and then wait for the next setup, Sarge. Right, because I promise you, I promise Hans, I promise Roxy, Thor, 40 to 60 pips a day, every day, a 3-0, a 2-0, a 3-0, 40 to 60 pips every day is going to make you a very, very wealthy person. Okay, so straight off the bat there, Hans, Roxy, watch that video again. Okay, watch the which one is it? Just let me have a look. It's the third one down, LT labels and the 3 setups. Okay, watch that, right? The other thing you all need to do, this is for everybody, okay, is watch the Find Your Direction on long-term 1, 4, 8 and daily. And that's on the newbie site. Everybody needs to watch that. That is what has made Lambo so confident that he comes in the room now and just calls a trade and tells you pretty much where it's going. Okay, that is why, because he understands how the long terms work. Okay, so you all got that, yeah? I hope some of you have recorded this. It will help you. Right, so homework. Yeah, good man, Hans, right? Homework. Go and look for them. Go and look for them. It might be And JS does say that he has some losses, and I think it's just the 5-minute yellows that are his losses. Okay, so it might be that you fine tune it and say, well, I want 15-minute flipped up BB bands, or I want 15-minute signals. Which will mean that you basically, if it's 15-minute signals, then you're basically going to be breaking the 1-hour BB bands. All right, and not using the 1-hour orange lines. The flipped BB bands will be the 1-hour orange lines. Yeah, nice one, mate. Excuse me. Okay, so homework, that's what to look for. He even said if you go and, there's quite a few, thanks to BT, cheers for that, mate, again, recordings now with I think they start November the 29th. Yeah, I think it's November the 29th. The recordings start with the 1-hour labels on. All right, so there's quite a few there to go through, and all you're looking for is that particular setup and seeing if you win. Again, it's down to momentum. The other thing I will say, Hans, what JS mentioned, I'm not even sure if he's still here, he's probably gone, is if you're not sure about the BB band entry, he says wait until it's hit the 5-minute orange line like that, and then come back to it, okay, and then take it. So basically a second move or a third move, depending on how many times it mucks about. Okay, but it's all about momentum from there, guys. It's even this flipped up 5-minute BB band there, it was momentum there. And I know there was a big jump. I wasn't expecting that, Lambo, when I said it's going to go up. But I just hit the trade. I just hit it seconds before the 1-hour candle. It was over within seconds, nearly 22 pips. Oh, dear. Anyway, right. So, Roxy, do you understand? Sarge, even Darwin, if you want to do that as well, mate, just you can get, as I say, 2 or 3 a day. 2 or 3 a day, guys. And honestly, JS is a great example of it there. His win rate's around about 80%. Okay, and when you 1 to 2, 80% is massive. Okay, all right, Moneymaker. Is massive, and in 4 weeks he's gone from £1 a pip. On Monday he's going to £10 a pip. By the end of next week, it's possible that he'll be pushing £20 a pip. Okay, or maybe the week after. So instead of Hans, going for the max plan, mate, build it this way, Hans. Build it this way, Hans, and then say, okay, it might take me a little longer to get there. All right. And Sarge, you the same. Yeah, it knocks you back when you lose, day 3 is it, Hans, and it knocks you back. You know what I mean? So set your plan. Do the homework first. Everybody go on the recording. That is what they are there for you to practice. So go on them, use them, look for the setups, and as JS said to you earlier, write it down and see. Yeah. Honestly, Sarge, I mean, sometimes it's like with Hans thinking about taking this GU down now. You've got correlating blues now, so you might get something, Hans. But what could happen here, Hans? It could just muck about for a good while along here. Like that there. And then eventually, do you understand, mate? So it's like, I think the best thing to do when you get these strong setups and the flying like this is just don't think about going against them. Yeah, it does, Darwin. Yeah. Right. So you all know what you're doing. You know what to look for. You know which video to watch. 2 videos, V-Boy. If you need to watch the long-term video as well, because you know, that'll give you a good grounding in what's going on here. And as I say, all he is doing is looking at the 1 hour label and looking for a setup. That's it. He's looking for a flipped BB band or a 5 or 15-minute signal. When they're running, like, you know, the really, really strong running days, that's when they come off the 15-minute orange lines. You know, this one actually went through it on the EU. Pain in the arse that today, I tell you. Okay. Right. So you all know what to look for now. Yeah, you've just got to retrain yourself, Sarge, because you know you're tempted every time you trade. You're tempted to compound, to get mega pips when you don't actually need mega pips. You need to compound the money. As long as you've got a 1 to 2, you know, you can. What is it? I think you can lose 3 out of every 5 and still win. You understand that's basically what the 1 to 2 or 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio does. Yeah, and as I say, he's not. Excuse me, guys. Bleeding cold's killing me, honestly. JS isn't, you know, overcomplicating it. He's just looking here and saying, well, I know I want an up. I need a setup on the GU up, right? He even took it down earlier. This down here with that and a 5-minute yellow because of the thinking label, right? Because he's looked and said, well, it's thinking label. What? Oh, 4-hour BB band. Chances are this will win. And it did. 1 for more than 20. Okay. That, honestly, that is the simplest thing I have seen anyone write, is what he's put there. Okay, and I'll just give you again, just in case some of you missed it. Right, that's it. All right, so right, the other thing is, guys, now it's becoming quite a regular thing. Why do I love the weekly time frames? Well, look, this has happened quite often this week. It happened once there, daily orange line. This one, weekly BB band, all the way down here, twice. Twice. Right, actually bounced up when it broke the weekly there, bounced up all the way up to here and then went down again. Right, this one had a weekly blue to start. Well, if you remember, well, look what it's done. Look where it went. Daily orange line. And again, this one, weekly orange line, strong trend, EU, daily orange line. And not just once, it's done it twice there, look. Okay. Yeah, I mean, awesome moves. And look, you know, Lambo was saying he had a TP here, right? Okay, made 80 pips. Now that's 80 pips that Lambo could have today had a, you know, $10 a pip. You know, but next week that could be $20 a pip, and so on and so on. And that's because he knows what's going on here on these. Okay, I think he's been right every day this week, hasn't he? Lambo on his calls. He even clocked one on the GJ. This one to here, there. And I was thinking it was going down at the 8-hour orange line, there. And look how much it just went up and up and up. He even said at the end of the session it was going up more. That's why I was calling for him to be, you know, to be wearing the MT badge. Unbelievable. Okay, this is why I like. All right, so as well, you are. Oh, yeah, I can. Right, guys. Right, some of you are a bit lost. I can see that. All right. Right, so I'm just going to show you here. And now JS has already said you're not going to win every one. Okay, I know it, Sarge. I know you're looking here and thinking both double up. Yep, don't go against it and that. Right, okay, fine. There is, you know, a daily red. You have broke the daily BB band. Some kind of bounce there as well. So this could want to see that BB band first. All right, so forget that one. But if you would have taken all four, all right, of these, okay, this is why I like when you know, when they are up and down, guys, because you can go both ways, right? You would have had that one there, one. These three here all won eventually there on that one with that arrow there. Yes, you're right. Darwin, I think, said when the 15 blue disappeared, he thought he was in trouble. Fine, Darwin, you know, maybe bail out, just get out. Okay. And again, this one here, up. And again, look, you know, this is basically, they've not even broken the BB bands, guys, these, you know, on the 1 hours. They're just very close and they still won. All right, so this is what I'm kind of saying here now. You're not going to win everyone. All right, some of you are a bit annoyed that you lost the GJ, right? But there were others there. You've got to take these pretty much blindly. Hands, you have to say to yourself, well, okay, the setup's there. I'm going to take it. And if you win the day 3-1 hands, you win the day 3-1. Okay? Even if you win the day 3-2 with 1 to 2 R&R hands, you will be in profit for the day. Okay? If you lose the day 3-2. All right? Because you'll lose 30 pips, but you'll have won 40. You understand? Okay? Now, yesterday, after session, I don't know if any of you trade the after session. Nice, well done, JS. Right, I don't know if any of you trade the after session, but I was pointing them out after session, and boy, oh boy, the 5-minute yellers after session yesterday were incredible. Okay, the UCAD, you have to tone it down a bit. You know, you're not always going to get 20 pips after session. These moves, they might only go 18, a bit less. Yeah, I understand, Sarge. Honestly, I understand, mate. But again, you know, I'm not saying you should have traded all 4 pairs. All I'm saying is that, you know, you lost one. But if you carry on at the end of the day, you might be 4 or 5 because of the way you trade, mate. You might be 4 or 5. 1. You understand? So again, Sarge, just keep going, mate. See what you can make of them. As I say, they haven't actually broken the BB bands this time. They were very near to it. Okay, and that might have been why the GU needed a double whammy to go down there, and why the UCAD needed 3 attempts on the 5-minute time frame to go. You understand? It might even be why this GJ hasn't quite taken off. Because again, guys, you should be looking for the BB bands or the orange lines on the 1 hour time frame minimum. That is what the setup is. You get that, and then you look what you've got with it. Okay, 15-minute blue. All right. Yeah, that hands. Right, the GU, the 15 whites, mate. Just ignore them for now, hands, because the only way they will benefit you at the moment, hands, is if. Do you remember yesterday we had this incredible, strong setup here? I think there was a signal there on the daily GA, and we had this signal here, and this. Okay, right, and because of the trend here, Hans, on the GA going down here, you can see how, you know, violent that was. When the 15 white turned up, it kept mucking about. You kept getting one up and one down, but afterwards there was one settled somewhere there on the 15-minute time frame, right? And that kind of then told me that the bias was really strong and was really going to kick in. Okay, Hans, and then every trade after that, I don't know if you saw in after session, but I kept doing that on the GA, and every trade was like 20 plus. All right, well, that's what I was doing, and that's what I was pointing out, Hans. You know, but basically what I'm saying about the 15 whites, Hans, they will be brilliant when you have these really strong setups, or you're trying to turn around a really strong trend. You understand that it's like that GU setup yesterday. This was flashing on and off. This setup here on the GU yesterday, pretty much here, right, was flashing on and off. Okay, but the GU didn't really start going down until the 15 white appeared. Okay, and when you look at what it had done in the day, you know, for the 2 days prior to it there, that's what it took, Hans. That's when, this is what I was trying to tell Moneymaker yesterday, to wait for the 15 blue before she starts thinking of going against, you know, that kind of trend. All right, Hans? So don't use the 15 whites yet, Hans, on this kind of market. This is not, you know, there are 15 blues and 5-minute yellows all over the place, mate. This is not a running market, you know. So the best thing to do, in my opinion, if you're going to use the 15 whites, you still got to look for the setup, Hands. Like here, the GJ had one, right? But it didn't go down until it got back to the 5-minute BB band. You see there, those two trades. Well, that's that trade and that trade there. You understand? So that's the only other way you can use it. I wouldn't use it off the 15-minute orange line. Well, you can with momentum. It's up to you that if you use them off the 15, but just think the setups. You need a setup, Hands. That's what it comes down to. So if you're going to go with the 15 whites, like here, you know, you need a setup. So it goes up, comes down. Look at that. There was the setup, Hands. Do you understand, mate? So you've got to look for the setup if you're going to use the 15 whites. Like there, you had that one there. And there was a setup, flip down 5-minute BB band, flip down 5-minute BB band with a 5-minute yellow. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So basically, you know, obviously, like I say, Sarge, you're not gonna win every trade. Okay. In my opinion, you've got to keep doing this, because even in after session yesterday, right, there were so many 5-minute yellows on flipped up BB bands, and anybody that was trading the after session yesterday will notice that I didn't point out any GU trades down, even though there were a couple of good ones. Okay, off 5-minute BB bands, right? But I didn't point them out because the labels were both up, and there was no 15-minute yellow down, 15-minute white down. Okay, now you got one here, right? And look what happened. Move there, I move there, I move there. Okay, breaks 4-hour BB band, you get a 1-hour blue, goes up. Now you've got a 15 white the other way. So you need a setup. If it gets back to this 5-minute BB band here, you could probably have a go at it, because you've also got a 1-hour label saying up. All right, guys. Quickly, any questions, guys? So I can get back to trading. Any questions? Yes, I will do a live video, ET. It will be on these setups as well, mate. because I think, well, it might be a bit hard doing a live video based on these setups, because could be waiting for a long time. I might do a complete mix and throw everything in. Just show you, what I see. Yeah, I was thinking that, V-Boy, yeah. You've got one here. Well, I suppose, this is what happens when it ranges, guys. You don't quite get to the BB bands on the 1 hour. Look, it is a bit messy today. That, whatever you call that candle, shows you that. You know what I mean? But you've got to be patient and wait for the setups. Once you get the setup, you trade the ass off it. You just saw JS's score. I think he took 30 odd on the GU, was it? JS, somewhere there. And I know he traded this one up here as well. Right, with the labels and a setup. Yeah, there you go, guys. See? So today, JS is, what, about 60 pips? 2-0, 60 pips, something like that. Okay. Right, so, guys, yeah. Right, and it's only Tuesday, guys. Look at that. He's already at 100 pips. All right. I think you just did it anyway, Magnus. I watched your two trades there, and one was GU down 20 pips, and one was UCAD up 20 pips. So you just did exactly, what JS is doing. Okay, right. I'll let you get back to it. All right. I just wanted to come on because some of you are like, I mean, it has worked now, this GJ trade, guys, but you would have lost. Like I say, you're not always going to win. But what you could have done, Darwin, when that 15-minute blue disappeared, or if there was a 5-minute, you could have just dived out and waited for it to reappear. Yeah, I'm not really comfortable doing that, mate, to be honest with you. What I might do is sort out a setup and give you that trade. Give everybody that trade. A spot a trade, give you a trade a day. But it will be based on what I see here because, you all trade different ways. So. Yeah, they were probably listening to it rather than that's probably why it went a bit bleh, I didn't know there was anyone talking. Hey up, BT. Right, all right, guys, I'll let you get back to it. All right, MT. But if you're unsure, yeah. Right, is Moneymaker there, Roxy? Is Moneymaker there? Is your daughter there? Right, okay. Right, guys, look, I actually spotted this yesterday as well as Lambo. Lambo called it out yesterday as well. Right, but if you're unsure, if you're unsure, then match the two. Okay, so at some point here on GU, because of this going down, you see it going down there on that candle there, you would have had a 1 hour down there. So 15 white, right? Then as MT says, wait for the pullback. Bang, 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 right? 1 hour up because of this move here, probably, right? There's the white. Wait for the pullback. Bang, bang. But you've got the two. You've got the 15 white and a 1 hour label. Okay, now if you look everywhere where you look, this one here. Okay, pullback, bang. All right, then you were outside 1 hour. Let's have a look. Yeah, you broke the 4 hour. So it went down. You would have had a down here. There was a down when that appeared. So you could have taken that one down there. Okay, but that when that white appears, you stop thinking down because you had a 1 hour up. You start thinking up. So now you should be thinking, right, if I get a setup, maybe the 5-minute BB band here, right, back up again. All right, everywhere you look, right, these were both up. So at the time you had that there, right? So you might have said to yourself, I'm not trading it until I get a white up now. Okay, if you want to be, that would have kept you out, Sarge, you know, Darwin, it would have kept you out of taking it up before it was ready. All right, so then that appears. Bang, bang, 2 full Darwins there. Okay. All right, moneymaker. Okay, same again here. I'm not sure if you should have taken that because, you know, the labels were up, but you just have a look where you were. Well, you broke the 4 hour BB band, you broke the 8 hour, you were getting a daily orange line bounce, got a 4 hour label. So that appeared, wait for the pullback, bang, there's your trade down. Okay. Back to 1 hour BB band again. It looks a bit easier to see there. All right. Okay, you didn't take that. You might have taken it down here, right? But then that appears. Look, bang. Okay, so if you really after just a couple of trades, 3, maybe 4 trades a day, then perhaps that's the way to go. Okay, correlate the two. Correlate a 1 hour label with a 15-minute white and then look for the pullback like Darwin's done. Okay. Yeah, I'd seriously, guys, you know, it'll be a bit hard for MT to show you, but when we had this strong setup yesterday here, right, it was flashing on and off. They do that, okay, right, but there was a 15 white appeared. I think it's that one there, MT. Right, I'll just oops, lost control. Okay. Right, okay. So let's just show you. That one there, guys. It mucked around a bit. You can see the 2 whites there. But then that appeared. Look at the trades after that, guys. And I've shown you, I kept doing this during the after session, right? And there must have been 5 or 6 20 plus pip trades after that white appeared. So basically what that last 15-minute white said was this bias was kicking in. You know, so maybe moneymaker, if you're listening, you know, when you were trying to trade that GU down yesterday, okay, the 15 white didn't appear till around about here sometime there. Okay. So maybe you could wait for that 15 white moneymaker before you start trading a reversal going against a big, you know, strong move like that. Because I mean, that was strong, from Friday. That was strong. Okay. All right, guys. So you all see it, yeah? And as I say, if you are struggling, then that's the thing to do. Just do. I mean, Darwin's won a couple of trades, I think, today based on that. And as I say, I think you could all do that. You know, especially someone like Hans who only wants 2 or 3 trades a day and then to keep upping his lot size, you know. That I think might help your Hans rather than just taking the label trades on their own. But you've seen how messy it was today. But even so, the label trades, again, guys, you know, the GU, all of them, basically, all of them. Even though they weren't breaking the 1 hour BB bands, that was generally because it was ranging. You know, look at the GJ 1 hour there. You know, red, green, green, red, green, green, red, green, green, red, green, green. The candles, right, going nowhere. It's in a channel, right? That just shows you it's ranging, but there was still easily 20 pippers, easy 20 pippers. Okay, guys, right, I have to go. I only want to come on to say that, you know, to look for that.